You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
The Dalai Lama, the exiled Tibetan spiritual leader, has made a major announcement that has reignited a long-standing geopolitical and religious debate. At the age of 90, and with thousands of followers gathered in Dharamshala, India, he confirmed that the institution of the Dalai Lama will continue after his death, and that a successor will be chosen. This long-awaited declaration wasn't just spiritual, it was political. And it couldn't have come at a more symbolic moment, his 90th birthday. Now, for many Tibetans, this news is deeply reassuring. There had been fears, particularly after years of silence on the matter, that the lineage of Dalai Lamas might end with the 14th. But the Dalai Lama's message was crystal clear. His reincarnation will happen, and only the Gaden Phodrang Trust, a foundation he established, has the authority to recognize that successor. No one else has any such authority to interfere, he said pointedly. This is a direct challenge to China, which has long claimed that it, and it alone, has the right to appoint the next Dalai Lamas. Beijing insists any reincarnation must be approved by its government, and identified through a lot-drawing method involving a golden urn, a practice introduced centuries ago, but never used in selecting the current Dalai Lama. For China, this is a matter of control. For the Tibetan community, it's about faith, legitimacy, and the survival of a spiritual tradition. What makes this even more sensitive is the tragic history of the Panchen Lama, the second highest figure in Tibetan Buddhism, whose legitimate successor disappeared after Chinese authorities detained him as a child. Many Tibetans see that as a warning of what could happen again, should Beijing force its hand in naming the next Dalai Lama. By confirming that his reincarnation will not be born in China, and will not be selected by Chinese officials, the Dalai Lama has drawn a clear line in the sand, and he's backed by a unified Tibetan spiritual leadership, which has publicly condemned China's interference in religious matters. It's also a moment of global reflection, a spiritual leader asserting that tradition and truth must not be politicized. India, which has hosted the Dalai Lama and over 100,000 Tibetan refugees since 1959, is watching this moment unfold cautiously. While it defends his right to practice and preach, it must navigate its complex relationship with China delicately. Nonetheless, Indian MPs have gone on record affirming the Dalai Lama's right to choose his successor, a diplomatic but powerful gesture. Ultimately, this isn't just about one man or one religion. It's about spiritual sovereignty, cultural survival, and resisting political manipulation. The Dalai Lama's message is more than a succession plan. It's a declaration of intent, a reaffirmation of identity, and a defiance against oppression masked as tradition. As the world watches, one thing is clear. The legacy of the Dalai Lama will not be decided by political power, but by spiritual lineage and the will of his people. Stay subscribed for more videos.